Chapter 9. The clouds are gathering over the land. Darkness follows. The rain falls in drops. Kota starts the windshield wiper. The radio station drops out. It goes unheard over the ears of the two in the car. The noise from the car drowns out the faint music. A car comes rushing, overtakes within. Kota wakes up. He tightens the steering wheel, humming in time with his angry grimace. Naegi looks at him, observing. 10 seconds pass. She laughs at the grumpy man sitting upright in the seat. Kota looks 40 years older. His back bends so that his neck sways over the steering wheel. His shirt and gun belt to make him look like a 1940s action hero. The little girl yawns, breaks the neck, the one way, then the other way. You can't help it, I always think you're breaking down. And then it says, just stop it, says Kota. He adjusts the electronic wing mirror, enlarges his field of view. Naegi laughs. She breaks several joints. Didn't I tell you to stop? You were doing the opposite of what I tell you. You told me to stop breaking my neck. Yes, but they are such that you implicitly understand that the rule is appropriated to the same situation, which may resemble or do the same. The same applies in the car. Yes, crime man. I'm bored. Your GPS says there are still over 5 hours until we get there. This is going to take a long time. Can we at least take a fun route? Can you drive through the country? I want to see some nature. It's going to take longer than 5 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours. In the end, it will be exactly the same. I like the journey. That's what counts. Sometimes the goal doesn't matter as long as you're having fun. I actually think I could become one of those who climb mountains, and then die on the mountain. Mountain climber. And why would you die on the mountain? It would be terrible. No, because then I will always be part of the journey. If I die on a mountain, my body would freeze to ice. It would be well preserved. Then everyone would see my body on their journey and think I'm on my way up there. If you're finally going to freeze to death, make sure you strike a funny pose. You might as well let people have an experience when they see your cold corpse, frozen into a piece of rock. Answers Kota. Naegi laughs. She takes off her seatbelt, turns around in the seat. Doing poses, like this, she asks Kota. He smiles, sees her out of the corner of his eye. This one would be fun. See, it is good. Little laughs Kota. He laughs at the little girl's tenacity. The freeway exit comes up. Kota turns his gaze to Naegi. She sits completely still, frozen in a crazy pose. 1 foot behind the neck, 2 fingers up the nose, mouth open, and teeth closed around a fictitious carrot. Kota drives the car into the roadway. Kota drives towards the landscape that looks greenest. Please stop doing your pose. I cannot, says Naegi. She talks like she's freezing. I am dead. I'm frozen to death up on the mountain. If you died of cold, you would smile. Why? Naegi asks, curious. She takes her foot away from her neck, adjusts in the seat, put on the harness. Does Kota remember her? His finger touches the fine trousers. Soft. Should I, crime man? Kota, the job. You're still trying? I will never call you that. You will always be a crime man. I actually think I'm going to make an oath to you. I will never, ever, say your real name. From now on and forever, you will be known as Crime Man. Forever, and forever. If I should ever forget it? Pruster Kota. He puts his finger on the screen, finds an available radio channel. Advertising, chat, metal music. The car sways as he presses the screen. Let me, old man. Kota. He concentrates on the road. Slows down, turning towards the long open grasslands. The clouds are gathered in large clumps around the open area. The rain is falling. How do you feel about forests? Kota asks. He feels an urge to ask. An implicit caution. He thinks back to the forest. The time he saw Naegi for the first time. I and #39. Am fine. Why do you ask? I don and #39. T want to go out into a forest. It and #39. S boring. And we have been there once before. Answers Naegi. Presses the palm onto the tip of the nose. Spins like an active washing machine. You and #39. Rewrite. I just wanted to make sure you weren't in #39. T scared of seeing or being near a forest. But you remember that time? Yes, of course I do. Do you think I and #39 am a goldfish? My memory fails nothing. That and #39. That's probably why I do so well in school. It also makes school boring. A good advice. Stay in school, but remember to live life. Good grades get you nothing more than a nice note on a piece of paper. Sometimes you have to remember that the people you meet are not like your school books. Life is inscrutable. It and #39. S always best man, criminal man. I know. I am skilled. I must be something. I am good with people and I get good grades at the same time. The level ISN and hash 39. T high yet, so I don and hash 39. T know how long it will last, but I and hash 39. M ready. Otherwise, I and hash 39. LL probably be ready. There is nothing I haven and hash 39. T learned yet. Of course you can be the exception. Yes, the requirements get harder, but at some point you learn 10 times more than you ever did. I have read a lot. That in hash 39. SYI in hash 39. M a detective. It in hash 39. S just a police officer who hasn't in hash 39. T been in practice. I do the boring work. Looking at all the murders. Clears things up. You know, gather the evidence, evaluate it and do an analysis that can lead to the perpetrator. It has gradually become 20% work in the field and 80% writing. Does that sound like a woman in hash 39's job? Answers Naegi. She looks out the window. Opens the window, letting the hand fly in the wind. Pleasant warmth. Kota feels the fresh air blowing into the vehicle, shifting the sour stench of the two. A woman in hash 39's job? I don in hash 39. T think you can say that anymore today? You can say what you want, whether you choose to be offended by it is your personal opinion. Yes, but shouldn't in hash 39. T you preferably avoid offending people unnecessarily. It in hash 39. Communication. If we have to be careful how we communicate, we might as well stop talking to each other, altogether. Answers Naegi. She sounds 20 years older. It rains, says Kota. I can in hash 39. T feel anything. I can in hash 39. T feel my hand. It in hash 39. A funny feeling. Do you want to try? Sample? I drive a car. Let me drive. Didn't in hash 39. T you say it was a handicap car? I think it in hash 39. Good to be able to drive such a one. Just once? Come on detective. Come on. Let me try. I will probably refrain from telling anyone about it. It in hash 39. Too dangerous, you know that. There is a reason why vehicles are age restricted. You have to be mature to make a car, and be responsible for whatever consequences may happen. You are such a rule writer. You always talk about rules. As if there is a rule that a little innocent girl is not allowed to test drive a car 2 meters down the street. No, it in hash 39. Not there. But there are rules that you must have a driving license. The rest is up to the discretion exercised by the individual police officer. You are something within the police. What is your estimate? Naegi asks. Her pupils dilate. She pulls her fingers into the vehicle. Closes the window. Kota thinks. He feels the mousetrap has been snapped in. Around the neck. Kota sugar. So? It means that. Naegi trails off. She is back at a young age. Her eyes shine. Begging look. She leans completely against Kota. I don in hash 39. T even bother to answer. Because if I say you can in hash 39. T, you cry. I in hash 39. M going soft and I think I in hash 39. They made you cry. You get your way, revealing it was crocodile tears. You in hash 3, 9. Laughing at me. And so it goes on. Shouldn't we just skip all the action and then you'll be allowed to laugh? I'm driving into the side now. Answers Kota. His finger slides over his nose. The car turns quietly into the side of the road. Kota looks back in the rearview mirror. He assesses the situation. Naegi stops laughing. Well, jump into the driver's seat. Commands Kota. The car is idling. Kota steps out, getting to grips with life at Naegi. Lifts her in. Yes please, so I can do it myself. I can change my mind quickly. There is a rule, and you must obey it now. It is the instructor who decides. Answers Kota. He keeps his sentences short. Make sure to pause between words. Naegi looks around. Immediately she moves both hands to the right. Well, there are more rules now. You are driving a 2-ton vehicle. That means if you hit something, we don't stop. If you drive into the fence, it smashes. So therefore, you must have and show respect for the car. This is an SUV. You sit up high. Tells Kota. Can you reach the pedals? I can reach. Yes. There are only 2, right? Naegi asks. Yes, there are only 2. You only use your right foot. More precisely your right big toe. The brake is effective in these cars, so you only press down lightly. The same applies to the accelerator. Only easy. Yes, I understand. Now you are repeating yourself. Brake, speed, light pressure. What more? Can you see the thin rod in the middle of the console? Kota asks. Naegi looks around, places a hand on the small handle. There are some features you need to understand. P is park, D is drive, N is nothing, R is race gear. Reverse gear. I'm sure you knew that beforehand though. Now I'm coming in next to you. It is important that you understand if in any way something happens and you lose control. Then you can put it in neutral. Then the car stops itself. Then hit the brakes, tells Kota. He walks behind the car, looking at the license plate. On the tires, a car at high speed is seen far from them. He enters the vehicle. Now you have to keep your foot on the brake. Naegi lusts. Put it in D and don't drive. I can see another driver coming, tells Kota. He carefully watches the girl's movements. She pushes the lever forward, looking into the side mirror. A car at excessive speed passes them. The car shakes from the air pressure. Another car passes. Black cars. The number plates have the same month digit. Kota. Well, is there free time? He asks. Naegi turns his neck. If there is space, you take your foot off and drive the car onto the road. If someone comes behind us, you just continue driving at the speed you are driving. No stopping or speeding up. The worst that happens is they overheat us. Very simple, tells Kota. He feels the car moving. With large arm movements, she leads the car onto the road. Stays within the lines. The car drives forward slowly. The awkwardness rises between Kota, the vehicle, and Naegi. She manages to control the car. It goes well. It is also a disabled car. Try to stop the car. Invoke Kota. His hands are ready to jump forward and take over the steering wheel. How do I do it? Naegi asks. Concentrated. You press the brake gently, until you feel the car stop. Naegi lusts. The speed is reduced. Soft. The car stops abruptly. Make a jump. Well, lift your foot and apply light pressure to the accelerator. So we get a little faster. Speed increases. Well, keep it at 30 kilometers per hour. It's a good speed. Tells Kota. He spots 2 black blocks further ahead. Kota. He looks in the rearview mirror. 2 more blocks. It is clear to see. Cars. Park over there, commands Kota. Naegi can hear the worry in his voice. Without comment, she puts the car in neutral. Drives the car into the side of the road. Kota puts it in P. Looks with stinging eyes at the roadblock. He hums.